Welcome to The Me I Left Behind, a podcast about healing, remembering, and finding yourself again after a loss. My name is Cindy, and I created this space not only to share my journey, but to help you reconnect with the parts of yourself that may feel lost. In the last episode, I talked about how familiarity, the tone, the actions, the presence of someone you love can be a soft place to land during grief. How the people who truly know us and the memories that feel like home can help us feel a little less alone. But grief is never simple, and in this episode, it is perhaps one of the most complicated of all. Episode 11: The Good and the Bad. I want to talk about the memories we carry, the good ones and the bad ones. The good ones that make us smile, and the bad ones that sometimes keep us up at night. When someone we love passes away, we are left with everything, not just the joy and laughter, but also the regrets, the mistakes, the moments we wish we could have handled better. I carry them all. I remember the good times with my husband so vividly. The jokes we would crack out of nowhere, the way he'd hold my hand when I was scared, the silly moments, the kitchen, our not so quiet mornings because we would laugh together and tease each other, and the long drives where we barely talked but felt so full. I remember that I would fall asleep. Those memories feel like a warm blanket. They make me smile, comforting, familiar, and safe. But there are also the bad ones, the arguments we had, things I wish I didn't say, moments when I was too tired, too distracted, too stubborn. These memories creep in like shadows and often build guilt around them. And in grief, guilt can feel even heavier than sorrow. I carry one regret that I still feel deeply. I sometimes wish I had been a better wife, more present, more available, less tired. The truth is, I was always working. I had a full-time job, and when I wasn't working, I was creating small businesses to keep me busy and provide more for our family. I'd say I was a workaholic, always moving, always pushing. And I did it because I love my family. I love my children, I love my husband. I wanted them to eat what they wanted, to have choices, to feel secure that I can provide for the family. I also did it because I wanted my husband to enjoy his own money. I never asked money from him. We share, of course, expenses when it comes to the needs that we need for the house, for the kids. But I never asked for his money to spend for my personal needs. I wanted him to feel free to buy things for himself, to treat the kids, and feel proud. That was my way of loving him. By carrying a little more, by making sure he could breathe. But grief has a way of twisting that love into guilt. I sometimes wonder, did I give him enough of my time? Did I say I love him enough? Did I hold him enough? Listen enough? Slow down enough? It is hard not to sit with those questions, but then I also remind myself I loved him in the best way I knew how. I showed up in the way I believed he needed. I tried to build a life where we could all feel secure and taken care of. He never made me feel like I was not enough. In fact, he was proud of me. He admired my drive. He knew I was doing all of it for the family. Well, I hope he knew that I was doing it for him, for the kids, for our dreams. I hope he understood that I was who I was because of them, because of our children, because of him, because I wanted to give us a good life. And I hope it never made him feel that I loved him any less. I still hope sometimes that I get to tell him these things face to face, that I could kiss him and hug him and look into his eyes, the same eyes that always held so much love and understanding, and hear his voice affirming that he understood, that he never doubted my love, that he knew even then that he was everything to me. Now, I choose to keep the good memories close to my heart. They are reminders of how deeply we loved, how happy we once were, and how real our bond was. And the bad memories, I've learned to look at them differently. Not to punish myself, but to guide me instead. They remind me of the kind of wife I tried to be and the kind of mother I wanted to be and the kind of woman I am becoming. They remind me that love isn't perfect, that we all make mistakes, even in the most loving relationships, that forgiveness, both for others and for ourselves, is a part of love too. There are times that I still feel guilty, of course. There are days when I remember a fight or a harsh word and I wish I could take them back. But instead of sitting with guilt, I sit with grace. I ask myself, what did I learn? How can I be softer now? Or even kinder, more patient? Because my husband wouldn't want me to live in regret. He would want me to remember the joy, to laugh at our favorite shows, to sing along at our favorite music without crying too hard. I'm sure my husband would want me to keep going. If you're holding both good and bad memories today and it's making you feel heavy, I hope that you know that it is normal. There is no perfect person or situation in this world. You are not a bad person for having moments you wish you could undo. We are humans, we are grieving, and we are trying. I hope that you allow yourself to smile at the good without being pulled back by guilt. I hope you forgive yourself, forgive your past for what you didn't know then. I hope you keep the joy and let it be louder than the pain. And I hope that little by little you find peace in knowing you loved the best way you could, and that was enough. For today's reflection, what is one good memory you want to keep close today? And what is one bad one you're ready to learn from, not to carry? Thank you for listening. Thank you for walking this journey with me. I'll see you in the next episode.